Hey guys, what's up guys? How are you doing? My name is Nelly and I'm going to react to one more on Angel Wanjiku's video. So, as you know, or you don't know, let me tell you. So on Angel Wanjiku's show, what goes on, they bring in guests. Like for example, if you suspect your husband is cheating, you come on the show. You call Wanjiku, you discuss everything about what's going on, and then you will come on the show. Wanjiku will look for a way to contact your people. If you suspect your husband is cheating, of course you found communication on his phone or something, you get the phone number for the lady that you suspect your husband is cheating with, and then you provide this information to Wanjiku. Wanjiku finds a way how she contacts these people and convince them to come on the show. That's what happens. And when they get on the show, of course they will surrender their phones and then they will unlock their phones. Before, it was very difficult for people to put password, so Wanjiku found a way of doing it, and now she no longer has those issues of people refusing to put password so that she can go through their phones. So when they come on the show, their phones are already unlocked. So on this video I'm going to react. There is a lady who brought her husband on this show because she suspects that her husband is cheating. When your husband is cheating, you can tell. As a woman, you are supposed to know. So this lady, in a checked brownish dress, I said I'm not going to mention names, I'll just be reacting with the color of the dresses, brought her husband on the show because she suspects the husband is cheating, because there is little activity. Specifically, she said when she calls her husband doesn't pick the call, and then he doesn't even call back. When he finds the missed call, he doesn't even call back. So she brought her husband on the show together with the lady she thought the husband is cheating with. Actually, the lady that the husband is cheating with is their nanny, dayback nanny. In Kenya, we call them dayback. They come and go. They work, come, work, and go. So in this case, this lady was assigned to work for this family 3 days a week. So 3 days a week. They did not disclose how much they were paying her. So now the lady who brought her husband said that a neighbor told her that you need to investigate. Your husband goes for shopping with your dayback lady and they come in the house. So the lady realized that, okay, my husband goes for shopping with the dayback lady, and whatever they buy, the shopping they buy, I never find it, which means they either cook it or the dayback lady goes with the shopping to her home. So when you see, when they bring these people on the show, they have no idea. Actually, they usually think they are going for a business meeting or something. We don't know what Wanjiku tells them. First of all, before I continue, I applaud Wanjiku. Wanjiku is very, 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 very perfect for this job. The way she does it, I just like it. Her exclamations, her prompting questions, I'm telling, they're just perfect. Even though sometimes she forgets, but they're just perfect. One thing I have to talk about Wanjiku, I don't know why Collins stopped commenting on the show. I don't know, is it because some people disagreed him interfering? For me, I found Collins very crucial and very important in this show, because the questions that Wanjiku had usually forgets to ask, Collins could prompt them at the right time. And now Collins is quiet. Collins is not saying anything. I don't know the reason. No, I don't know why Wanjiku now decided Collins should just be quiet and continue being the director. I don't know. At one point I thought Collins quit because we could never hear him anywhere. But anyway, let me continue with the story. So when these people, so the husband, the wife, and the suspect dayback lady were brought on the show. So usually the angels, the viewers, ask the audience, are the ones who are asked, usually asked how to handle the show. So the audience suggested they start with the dayback lady's phone. So when Wanjiku went through the dayback lady's phone, she found out that actually it's true. The husband is even sending the dayback lady a lot of money than anyone can think of a dayback. I think a dayback is can make about 500 to 1,000 on per day. That is what she can. But when we were looking, I mean, we were listening to the charts, the husband, when Wanjiku went to the M-Pesa statements, the husband was sending the lady way back. And even before they could continue and maybe find out deeper about what's going on, the show, all of us, even the wife, just thought the husband is having an affair with the dayback lady. And the dayback lady, when they found out, oh, she was receiving a lot of money from this man, she was not even patient enough. She actually said, tell them the truth. She even shouted out and said, told the wife that I was there before you. So the dayback lady finally tells the husband, the wife, I was there before you. Meaning she knew the husband even before the wife. That sparked a lot of what? And then she said she was the wife. Actually, she was the ex. So guys, imagine your husband suggests to bring you a house help, and then he goes get his ex as a nanny in your house, a dayback lady. A dayback lady is now the ex-wife. Can you imagine what men can do? Can you imagine what men can do? So you can imagine they are endangering the life of this wife. Because look, some people, you never know their intentions. From the show, this lady, the ex-wife, really wants this man back. She even said it on the show. I was there before you and you need to leave. I want my home back. She said it. She said it. And you know, she could fight the wife until you are like, is she crazy? Is she crazy? So the show found out that from the text that actually the husband is back with this ex-wife, because they are even having sexual contacts. They were having nice time. Actually, the husband was officially, not really officially, but comfortably back to the ex. So he was providing her. They have a son together. So the husband was providing for the ex-wife. The explanation he gave was that he thought instead of hiring a stranger to work for them, that it could save him some money if he brought in the ex-wife, because he still needs to send the ex-wife some money for upkeep of the child. So if the ex-wife works for them, it's going to reduce his expenses and the ex-wife will make more. But now the ex-wife wants more than that. She actually wanted the man back. So that was the revelation we got from the nanny and the affair of the dayback lady. They were back together, and they were now, when the husband said, during introduction, the husband said he had married before and they quit because the wife cheated. So this was a second marriage. So he decided to bring in the ex. That is what we found out from the text from the dayback lady. Husband brought ex-wife in his own house to work as a dayback lady. Shocking news. Let's continue with the show. So let's continue with the show. If you like the show so far, please subscribe and like the video. So the question is the ex-wife now faithful to her ex-husband? Hell no. So it was found that the ex-wife, before she got married to this man, she had a daughter. And the reason they divorced with the husband is because the husband found out that the ex-wife had a relationship and sexual contact with the baby daddy, now the father to her daughter. That is how they ended the marriage. What goes around comes around. Guess what? Isn't the husband doing the same thing? Going back to the ex-wife, just the same way the ex-wife went back to the baby dad. Now, it was realized that this ex-wife, as she was sleeping with having sexual contact with the ex-husband behind his wife's back, she also was having sexual contacts with the baby dad that made her marriage end. So this lady has never stopped sexual contact with both men. She continued with the baby daddy, the father to her daughter, her first child, and also continued with sexual contact with the ex-wife. So my question is, this husband must be very stupid. The husband must be a very stupid person. If he ended the marriage between him and this wife because the wife was in contact and sexual contact with the baby dad, what made him think now that she's ex, she will stop sleeping with the baby dad? So I must say, the husband was a very stupid man, and he's very dangerous. To put a note across, the wife, the current wife, you need to run. You need to stop this marriage immediately, because you only have one child with this man. And this man never learned a lesson that he ended his first marriage with this lady because she was having sexual contact with the baby dad. So this means, what this means is, you wife, you are sleeping with a man who is sleeping with an ex, and the ex is sleeping with the ex who is a baby dad. How many people are having contacts together at the same time? Wife, husband, ex-wife, and ex-baby dad. 4 people. Question is, are these 4 people loyal? Are these 4 people loyal? You know the answer. You know the answer. All these 4 people, all these 4 people are not loyal. The wife is not loyal. The husband is not loyal. The ex-wife is not loyal. The baby daddy definitely is not loyal, because he must be married to someone else somewhere. What about the wife to that baby daddy? AIDS will finish people. Eh? Not just AIDS, a lot of diseases out there. They will finish people. Now, the question is, when you are having sexual contact with anyone, do you use protection? Do you use protection? If you are not, do you care about yourself? Do you care about yourself? Remember, these are things that are found in phones. Phones that people keep on saying, it is personal, it is a no-go zone. They put passwords, a million passwords, just to make sure the other partner doesn't have access. So you want to have access to someone's private parts, but you don't want that person to have access to your phone. Meaning the phone is very important than your own organs, body organs. Phone is very important than your own body organs. Human beings. Human beings. Let's continue. Now, they proceeded to the husband's wife. The husband, not the husband's wife, the husband. Shocking revelations. Shocking revelations. This husband is sleeping with the boss wife. Husband, Mr. Husband is having sex with his boss wife. In short, the husband is hoeing. The husband is a prostitute because he is being paid for having sexual relationships with the boss's wife. How many people now? We are coming from 4, 5 possibility. Now 6, 7. 7 people. 7 people. We are at 7. We don't know what the boss and the wife, who else are they sleeping with? So we are now at 7. 7 people sharing the same pot at one point. Because if someone is sleeping with someone and another one is sleeping, it's a triangle, sexual triangle. So when the boss realizes, of course the boss at one point is going to see this video, he will realize that his wife is having sexual contacts with his employee. What will happen? Most likely they will be divorced. And then another thing that will happen immediately is going to fire this guy. This Mr. Husband will be fired. Will be fired immediately. And even the wife said in one of the texts that if my husband finds out, because the husband was suspecting that his boss might be suspecting that they are having something. And the wife told this Mr. Man that no, if my husband suspects that we are having something, he will fire you immediately. He will fire you immediately. So that is what they were discussing in those chats. Another revelation was that when the ex-wife was advising their ex-husband to leave their wife and take her back one more time as the only wife, the husband told her that actually my wife makes a lot of money. So that was a way of telling her, no, I cannot leave her because most of the money in this relationship is made by her. So he was saying in another way, the money I'm sending you actually is coming from my wife's money. You see how people use people unknowingly? Another reason this wife should divorce this man. Remember, this wife is just a young, beautiful lady. Is she innocent? Definitely no. Because immediately she found out all these things, she went, grabbed the husband's hand and was forcing the man out of the show. Fear of sanitization. That was the reason this woman went to grab the husband's hand to leave the show, because she was scared she was going to be sanitized as well, and definitely she's having an affair with someone, and this man is going to find out she's actually also having an affair. So the reason she went to grab this man's hand for them to leave the show immediately was that she was cheating. We are coming to 9 people in a sexual triangle. Another reason this wife is not innocent is because when the angels, the audience, suggested that she's supposed to be sanitized too, she said, nihurumie, like have mercy. Okay, okay. So another reason that made me believe this wife is cheating is when the audience suggested that she be sanitized as well. She said she should be excused. She said she should be excused. Why would you say you should be excused if you are not cheating? Why would you say that? That was another reason that made me believe we are now at nine people cheating, 9 people in a sex triangle. So if the wife is cheating, definitely the wife is cheating with someone else. Is this person a young man? Definitely no, or maybe yes. So this is how we are getting at 9 people sexual triangle. So if AIDS, HIV AIDS hit one of these people, we are sure 9 people are going to be sick with HIV. Remember, we are at 9, but it's not just 9. It could be more. Because if the wife is cheating with someone and this person, maybe this person is married as well, what about their partner? What about their partner? So this is how HIV spread. So only in this video, we are 100% sure if HIV, God forbid, hit one person in this group, 9 people are going to be sick of HIV. Do you know your partner very well? Are you using protection? Or you are just laying yourself there like a salamander, a lizard, giving your private parts to someone who cannot even allow you to look at their phone? Why are you having sex with someone who cannot allow you to go through their phone? Why is their phone very private than your own private parts, which cannot be substituted? You cannot buy another private part to replace what you have once you are sick of HIV. Is human race serious? Are we serious? Are we serious? Are we serious? If you are one of those people who still put passwords that your partner doesn't know, then you are as good as a murderer. If you are sleeping with another person without protection and going back to your normal partner, sleeping with them again without protection, you are as good as a murderer. You need to be accused in the court of law and face the sentence, face the consequences, because you know very well you are having sexual contact with another person whom you are not even sure, and now you are having this sexual contact without even using protection. Go back to your partner again, don't use protection, and then it's just normal to you. You are as good as a murderer. To finish this reaction, I'm going to talk about Angel. Guys, Angel deserves better. Her channel is supposed to be at over 500,000 subscribers because we all love her show. And I congratulate and applaud her for now changing her show to live. That is very good. That will be long videos that will give her enough income, and it is doing better. So that was a very brilliant idea from Angel. Guys, if you like my reaction, subscribe, and if you have anything else to add, please comment in the comments. Let me know, what do you think about my reaction? About calling, that's something that I forgot. When people call in, I think Angel cannot control who calls in. I don't think she should control who calls in. She should just receive the calls without even looking who is calling, whether it's a repetition, whether it's someone who called yesterday or not. It shouldn't matter. So we all need to support Angel. She's stuck at 278, 279. Guys, you watch her videos. Why not get her to 500 subscribers? I said I'll be reacting on Angel's show and also Comrade's Flavor. I'm yet to start reacting on Comrade's Flavor, but I will. But anyway, guys, subscribe, like the video, and let me know what you think. My final view about this particular video: the wife should leave this man immediately. Let this man go back to his ex-wife, because according to what we saw, he was actually planning to buy her land. He had even mentioned it to the wife that he's going to buy land. It means he cares more about the ex-wife than the current wife. We know he's going to change mind after finding out the ex-wife is still having sexual contacts with the baby dad. But why did he think she stopped? If he ended their marriage because he found out they are having contacts, why did he think that she will stop? So what I think is, the current wife should leave the husband immediately. It doesn't matter what he says. She should never even think of staying in this marriage, because she's going to share this man forever. And we didn't know whom the wife is having a relationship with. Definitely she's cheating. Another thing I would urge Angel, I think all participants should be sanitized. The reason I'm saying this, at one point I thought whoever brings the show should never be sanitized, but the reason I changed my mind is because for us to know, to advise the wife or the victim accordingly, we need to know. Maybe the victim is also having relationship with someone's husband. So you not sanitizing this victim is going to leave some information covered. Maybe the victim is having a relationship with someone's husband. So that is the reason I think Angel should sanitize all the people that comes on the show. Guys, thanks for watching, and see you in my next reaction. Bye-bye.